Coach, shorthanded, taking on a team like Denver, how impressed were you? How needed was this win tonight?
Yeah, I mean, really very, very proud of our guys, after the weekend. Obviously we desperately needed a win here, regardless of who we had playing or who we were playing. I think it was a total team win. I mean, everybody who came in contributed, executed the game plan to a high level, played with toughness, played together. It was really fun to watch. So,
going into that second half, we talked about the third quarter being a focal point. What impressed you most with Ant really stepping up and having 15 in that quarter?
I think what impressed me most about the third, we started off a little soft defensively. We gave them a bunch of layups, but we didn't let it rattle us. And Ant had stepped up at the right time in that quarter. After having a kind of rough start shooting to the game, he was trying to get his way into the game. But I was pleased with our defense mostly. Just kept giving us, once we settled in at the beginning of the third, kept giving us chances to find a rhythm offensively. So.
Chris, I know you had some foul trouble, but do you think one of Jaden's better games, what he gave you on both ends there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the statistic is. I had it to hand the other day, but like when he gets 10 or more shots in the game, I think we're something like, I think we may have 2 or 3 losses, and a boatload of wins, and it's a byproduct of the ball movement. He's a really skilled player, can do a lot of different things. Cut, crash, make a spot 3, play off the catch. But if the ball doesn't move, these things don't come to life for him. And it's kind of a barometer for our offensive ball movement and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, he had the big rebound, and just obviously the big corner 3 too.
And Luka just kind of battling Jokic. I mean, what did you see there? Just of him, I guess, working hard to try and have an effect there.
I mean, we threw a bunch of guys at him. I think everybody basically guarded him. All of our bigs did. Kyle did an amazing job, just battling, making everything hard. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. It's incredibly hard to stop him. You just got to make him work hard, particularly on a back-to-back. And then, Luka was in there too, just, putting his body on him. Was smart with his shot challenges. Really, really good effort by him.
And then what did you think kind of contributed to the ball movement being so much better tonight?
Well, I think there was a concerted effort, certainly. I mean, we addressed it the other day. I think also playing through Kyle early in the offense is huge for us when we're able to do that. But I thought Ant and Jalen came out and they really set the tone by moving the ball too. And then it wasn't just one pass early; it was multiple pass combinations. Things that we found. I mean, we found Rudy on a pass roll dunk. I mean, we haven't seen that for a long time. So I think it just is a total team commitment to move the ball.
You mentioned Kyle on Jokic some, but also had Gobert off and kind of that spiral. What dynamic does that present when Rudy can do that and when someone like Kyle can handle that primary matchup?
We've faced that defense, with Utah for a long time, so we're very familiar with it. Rudy is really, really good at it. We're not able to always get to it every single night, but the key with that is everyone else can go out there and guard their matchups really well. I thought our guys did a good job guarding the ball for the most part. Really good job guarding the ball, guarding their perimeters. So.
And then you got a lot of productive play out of your bench, but kind of specifically that Jalen and the 4 bench guy unit. Is that something you were targeting tonight, or something that you just kind of found something? One of the first subs I yelled for Bryn. I didn't even know he had been ruled out at the last minute. So it wasn't something we had planned on. We just kind of feeling the game, and those guys were playing well. We just let them roll, and they did a great job. And then, honestly, I took them out because I just didn't want the starters to sit much longer because I didn't want to be cold in the last 6. But those guys could have kept playing. I thought they were really in control of the game.
Everybody seems to play really hard in Ant-centric games. How do you bottle that moving forward?
Well, I think it's on everybody to play hard all the time. I think I thought tonight was a great job by Ant of really moving the ball early and getting everybody involved. Not necessarily getting them shots, but letting the ball move and people touch it. And if we do that, I mean, we've taken a lot of dribble up, no pass shots, in our offense, and we've talked a lot about that in the last 48 hours of getting away from that, and that sets the tone. And then also, you save your energy for the moments that you need it to ISO or go early, So
do you feel like you also set a tone on the glass tonight, especially early?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was. I thought we did a really good job on the glass. So everyone was really. Battling. We got some 50-50 balls and, things we hadn't seen us do consistently. We just got to keep doing it. It's the biggest thing right now.
And what did you think, just resilience? You mentioned that third quarter run, but then they hit some shots in the fourth and just having a response every time. What's the difference where there is resilience when sometimes there's not?
Yeah. Again, I thought it was just keep trusting the ball movement. Let somebody else make the play. We don't feel like we have to make every single play. Kyle was huge for us down the stretch, absolutely critical in playmaking. I think we're a lot harder to guard that way.